csSECURE, a data-centric security solution. Information is becoming more fluid and agile, residing in multiple systems and spreading fast. Thus, it is more and more important to protect this flow of information. Some examples of confidential information leakage are confidential data sent mistakenly, a former employee borrowing company IP or client information, confidential documents stored on a lost laptop or USB, a system administrator of a hosting company accessing confidential data, outsourcers reusing IP while working with competitors, and hacking into confidential data. More than half data loss cases lead to damages of more than $100,000. There are the direct costs of security audits and of informing victims whose data was lost. There's also the cost resulting from private data becoming public. Also, the loss of IP leading to the erosion of the competitive advantage. Moreover, there's the cost associated with the loss of customer credibility and failure to comply with identity protection legislation. Let me give you some examples of data loss events. Deutsche Bank loses Hertz IPO role because of emails. Ubisoft accidentally leaks tons of assets. An ex-Intel employee was accused of stealing $1 billion worth of trade secrets. First-generation security systems focused on protecting the systems rather than data. Data-centric security policies protect the data either in storage, usage or transfer, both within and outside the boundaries of organizations. There are two leading data-centric solutions: data loss protection, DLP, and enterprise rights management, ERM. DLP is based on network and host-based agents that scan the movement of data and analyze whether the security policy is violated. ERM is based on data encryption and fine-grained access control. csSECURE is a data-centric security solution which evolved from an ERM solution. With csSECURE, data is encrypted during storage and transfer. Fine-grained access control is enforced during usage. Let me give you some examples of how it works. Composing protected emails.
Let us now give you some examples of how you can protect your information. Let's start with email. Well, first of all, when writing an email and classifying it, you have no intrusion in email composition. The classification request is at email when you send it. You have a policy scope and levels that are presented to you, and also descriptions that are presented to you. You can classify the security level of the information, and then you have to confirm the information classification.
Access denied email policies.
What about access denied email policies? Well, csSECURE supports the simplest policy. You have no access. Let's see it. Whenever an unintended recipient receives the email rests protected in the email box, and then the user cannot access the email content.
Emails with detailed rights.
What about emails and detailed rights? Well, you have a rights policy that can be detailed. You can copy-paste or not, and these can be limited individually, as well as exporting or printing and forward and reply. All these can be limited individually.
Document protection.
What about document protection? This rights policy can be also applied to documents. You have no intrusion in document elaboration. Classification is requested when you save the document. You have a policy scope and levels that are presented to you. Confirming proceeds to the actual saving of the document, and then the document is protected with the policy rights applied.
Use of protected documents.
What about the usage of protected documents? Well, these are well identified. When you try to open a document, you can see very well if it is protected or not. And also, the detailed rights are applied according to the policy.
Existing document protection.
What about if you want to protect an existing document? The rights policy also applies. You have the integration of protection options in context menus. You can encrypt and decrypt in batch. You can protect documents that can be opened in supported applications, and every document can be protected.
csSECURE benefits. Information protection in transfer, storage and usage. Within and outside the boundaries of organizations, it supplies protection against unintentional data loss, intentional internal data loss, protection for cloud-stored data, secure sharing of data with external collaborators, additional layer of defense against the loss of portable device and external hacks. For more information, please consult our website at www.csSECURE.net.